silence. Stoke. Moving into my soul. Happiness. My commute way to the office. Now we're gonna clock in.
Are you psyched?
Dude. Now we can start a movie, film a movie here.
It's crazy, like, you can get inspired anywhere. An architect can build something and like, it can be like the best thing ever to you. Millions of people walk by it every day, but like you walk by and you're just like losing your mind, and it's like, yeah, it's always like a funny thought to me. It's like all the things that like skateboarders and snowboarders notice that like no one else does. So like I don't think there's ever a time in my life like when I wasn't looking for spots. I'm always looking for spots, even if I'm not even trying to. I could be going on like a date or like going to dinner with my grandma and just like roll up and be like, damn, there's like this like bank here, like I gotta remember that, like take a picture of it. I don't know, it's like I'll always be like that. I'm sure I'll be like 90 years old or however old I am and just be like still looking at that shit.
That was so sick, Jed.
I think snowboarders, at least street snowboarders, have something in their head that's different than the average person. It's pretty cool because we have to look at things that the average person just has no reason to look at. I don't do contests and ride park and do that whole side of snowboarding because that's really not why I started snowboarding, to have a panel of people telling me how good I am compared to a bunch of other people. That's not at all what snowboarding is to me. Like, I started snowboarding to get me out of my house and up away from everyone to hang out with my homies and like go mess around. And I like filming because it's the same thing as when I was 16. Getting in a car, driving around, and trying to find something that looks cool to snowboard on. And that's awesome.
That looks pretty sick.
With filming, it's not a contest, it's just like, it's up to you. If you want to have a good video part, like, you go out and do it. You go around, you find stuff that you want to do, you do a trick that you want to do.
People would really be surprised if they saw the amount of, like, shit that goes into one shot.
We are done.
Anyone have a knife today?
It's so damn cold out here. There's no moisture in the snow, so heat it up a little.
It's crazy that I'm 26 years old and I can count on any time I go on a work trip having to run or hide or, you know, schmooze the cops somehow and hustle them, talking them into letting us do things. That's the fun part about it, though, for me, is like trying to outsmart like cops and security guards.
We're hoping to just kind of get in and get out if possible. Of course, we help anyone come up those steps if they need to get around our job.
There totally is that stigma about it, but about kids just being able to hit rails, or like kids that can just snowboard in cities, and it's like, not every kid grows up in the middle of the mountains. And I don't think people understand how crazy some of the shit kids do in the city is. That's just as technical as like doing a line sometimes on like a big mountain. There's so much factors in place, it's like, it's pretty dangerous.
It's progressed so massively that there's a lot of consequence to most things you hit now. Before you even hit the thing, you have to talk yourself into actually doing it.
Yeah, I gotta get psyched, man. Yeah, getting things like...
It takes a lot of mind power to like just tell yourself you can do it. Sometimes you're like, is this worth it? Like, I broke my face in 4 different places, and that sure made me like reconsider my career path, you know?
Ready? All right, clinch it in. so scary.
The rush, or whatever you want to call it, adrenaline, that feeling of conquering something, and that whole process is combined and you walk away with a shot. There's a pretty insane feeling that you get that I don't think the average person gets to feel ever.
The feeling when you land a trick that you've been trying forever, that's just a crazy feeling. You get so happy and stoked. Thanks, bro. Goddamn, I'm pumped to get it all out of the way. Oh, yeah. The first day back after 2 weeks after my Bill and X Games. So I'm stoked, man. 2 shots. Super pumped.
I don't know how to explain it, like, unless you like are into it, like, you'd never know. I guess the ultimate thing is like getting like the clip at the end of the day.
Drop. Hell yeah, Bennee. That's what I'm talking about. Fourth day of injury, could not be more pumped. I actually just got the shot that I've been planning for 3 years. So I'm so damn stoked. And I got it with the heli angle, like I thought it out with the backflip. Camera right there. Hell yeah.
Kotsenburg right here. It's a different type of person, you know. The person that's going to compete is someone that they're trying to prove something to themselves or the world. And they're not scared to put it out there in front of everyone. They're gonna do, you know, their best, and it's in front of absolutely everyone in the world. It's not where, like, when you film, you can kind of hide away and you can take 30 runs at something. But on the flip side of the coin in competition, there is no 30 tries. You have one single chance to impress everyone there, to impress the judges, and to land the run that you came there to land. And that's the line. That's the line that separates it all. One chance.
Give it up for Louie Vito!
He's in the zone, and he's going for it. He's in sight, you can see it, that was gnarly.
I don't really think about anything. I just kind of go in my zone and just listen to the music, because I think music is a big part for me. Just helps me block everything else out, kind of get pumped up and get in the zone. I don't hear the announcers, I don't hear anybody yelling. I just focus on what I want to do.
I think it most feels like work on the days it's not going good and you're at a contest and the conditions are bad and you have to ride, and you know you're in a situation where any other day you would not be there. You would not be outside throwing your hardest tricks on a sketchy course. It's not fun. It sucks, it's scary, but you know, you really gotta find it inside you to make it happen.
I feel like I can speak for a lot of people who compete. It's just the nerves that come with competition. I'm starting to get butterflies, you know what I mean? My palms are sweaty. You know, it's just, you know, really gets you like nervous, you know, uncomfortable feeling, you know? It's like you just want to get out there and just get it done. How do I overcome the pressure? Because I was honestly my worst enemy for years. I'd ride really good during practice, and then the time the contest come, I would fall on like a straight air first hit, you know? I would literally just crumble under the pressure. And sometimes I still have doubts, you know what I mean? I think everyone does, you know?
I mean, with snowboarding right now too, it's, you know, there's so many different tricks going on and so many gnarly ones with high consequences. And, you know, I think part of snowboarding is knowing that there's a risk, and it's just like making sure it's a calculated risk. When you're doing some of these big doubles or going bigger and doing them, you know, it's definitely sketchier, it's definitely scarier.
I've been riding for 19 years, you know, and I've broken 25 bones. You know what I mean? It's like down my collarbone, you know, both my arms, my wrist, 3 bones in my hand, my nose, my sternum, my jaw, my foot. You know, you go through the ringer.
Contest riding is just getting crazy these days as well. You pretty much have to do a triple if there's a jump contest. Otherwise, it's like no way that you're actually gonna make it.
This kid is all about having fun. Going for the lobster roll.
1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness!
You have to send it if you're actually gonna make it somewhere.
Do you remember anything?
Yeah, I remember everything. My neck is so lazy that I have to hold my head up like this. I'm totally gone.
Contest either can bring out the worst in you, or it can bring out the best in you.
Into that styly frontside 5. He has the nicest backside 9 in the game. Linking that one up with the frontside 9 double nose grab. Oh, method. Finishing off right here with the big old frontside 10. Oh my goodness, Scotty. Yes.
Coming in off his heels, holding that melon grab.
Snowboarding progresses every day, you know? And that's why you see it in riders like Scotty Lago and Louie Vito. These guys are pushing themselves to their most outer limits.
He's doing it again, and he wants to bring it all the way up. We saw how quickly Mark McMorris was able to land 2 big jumps and get it back.
Whoa! You can see he is ready right there. Oh, throwing that one deep right there on the deposit, going down. Massive.
It's a crazy feeling when you put together like a slopestyle run or land some crazy big air tricks, you know? It's just like when you actually land them and everyone's paying attention, it's just like one of the sickest feelings, you know? Everyone's just stoked for you and you're stoked for all your friends on the podium.
Winning it's a funny thing. It's really, really emotional. There's a ton of adrenaline and it's such an insane feeling. It's really addictive in a way. Or even just like, riding your best, it's like, it feels so good and you have so much adrenaline and so much emotion running through your body. It's like,
it's just such a good feeling. It's just like straight like euphoria, like just all the pressure's lifted off. You just felt like you just completed, I don't even know. It feels great. It feels absolutely great.
When you put a lot into a sport or in anything, you know, it could be school. You know, when you land a new trick, you do well at a contest, you put together a good video part, you get a good grade on a test, you know, anything like that. I think that feeling is what you really strive for, and the more I get that feeling, the more I want it.
Yeah, we could. Like to go home and film after contests and just ride with my homies to kind of just get away from the contest scene and not be so serious all the time. You know, just having fun with your boys.
When I used to do events and everything, I wanted to go to every event, I wanted to learn every trick, and then once you've been there and you've done that, it's like, okay, what now, you know? And I started to realize more like, hey, I want to just be in nature and ride the mountain as it is, you know, as the wind formed it, it snowed, you know, with the elements and tune into that. And then at the end of the day, that feeling is just like, it's the best, you know. That's why I think freeriding is the greatest, you know. You're in tune with the elements, you're more in tune with yourself, you know. You play with the elements. You're like rolling down the mountain like a ball, you know. anything's possible. It's like anything humanly possible, you know, you can do. A couple people, they want to go to X Games and do a triple cork, that's fine, but there is also a lot of people, they just want to do powder turns or bothers, or, I mean, now we get into tricks again, which it doesn't even matter. Like, there's only one trick, you know, and
what's the one trick?
The one trick? The one trick is just to strap in.
Yeah, my truck is, you know, that's pretty much my house for 3 to 4 months out of the year, and I'll set sail kind of in like December, and then I'm pretty much on the road from there. I probably drive, you know, 20,000 miles in the winter or something, and driving to Whistler, driving over the interior, driving back to Oregon, driving back to Idaho, driving back to Washington, and just kind of zigzagging mostly around the Northwest, but just trying to find good snow and good weather. So yeah, typical day, filming out here in the backcountry, get up around 6. Then you drive usually, I don't know, 30 minutes to the snowmobile parking lot. Unload your snowmobiles and kind of get all your other things together, your backpack with your snowshoes and your lunch and your water and your transceiver on. And then you jump on the sleds, fire them up, and rip down the trail. Sometimes you know where you're going, you have an idea of what you want to go and do, but most of the time you're just driving around, looking to the left, looking to the right, looking up at the mountains, and you don't even really know what it is you're looking for, usually until you find it. And once you find it, the filmer, he goes and sets up, and then you go to the top, and then you kind of usually take a minute to like psych yourself up and mentally prepare, and then you go for it. Real shot in the dark here. Don't think I can go too fast, but don't want to go too slow.
You good, Ollie? Yeah. We're good when you are, Austin.
Drop!
3, 2, 1.
It's always just a battle with yourself. And when it goes good, it makes you feel great. And when it goes bad, it just makes yourself feel like crap.
Coming up to Alaska is sacred ground. It's definitely the ultimate goal for each season to be up here. And the first time I came here to Alaska was actually with Nicolas, and that was exactly 10 years ago. 2003 pretty much changed the course of snowboarding for me. You have all terrain and anything to choose from that it just makes you a better rider.
I told my mom that I was coming here. She's like, oh, that must feel like going home. I was like, yeah, actually a little bit it is. It's always new again because even though I know some of the runs in the mountains out there, you never know what to expect.
There's definitely scary moments. There's no real measurement ever. It's just your own personal fear that you overcome with being up here.
Holy cow!
Sheer size of features. Once you see them from the helicopter, you see how nicely they line up, but once you're on top, it's just like, wow. You're alone, you're committed to it, and there the problems come, like, you're set for it.
To really do well in Alaska, you have to get comfortable, you know. You can't panic out there, and you have all day. And then eventually, you have a good feeling about your line, your exit, your entrance. The feeling tells you this is fun, this is safe, do it. You're up there, and your inner green light is on, and then you can go. No worries, no fear, nothing's gonna happen. You strap in, and you're like, wow, this is amazing. And you forget about all your little problems, and you drop in, you're like, wow, I'm like flying.
Cash it So sick.
The masses, or whatever you want to call them, don't know what snowboarding is. You know, they tune in for 2 days a year, whether it be X Games or whether it's the Olympics, and, you know, are entertained by it, but that's not really what snowboarding is. That's just the show. Actually, what snowboarding is to me is something completely different from that. It's not about your X Games around, it's just about, like, you know, how excited you get in the morning, getting up super early and driving up to the mountain and going to ride powder with your friends and the people that you're hanging out with and the hooting and hollering that you have while you're riding down, and that's what's sweet. That's why I keep doing it. That's why I get up early.
What was that? This whole thing is a 12-year-old's dream. Everyone in this video, everyone who straps on, they hit that point when they're a kid, and it's an art form. It's what they want to chase, and that's why they go after it. I think it's all about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the experiences along the way and what it takes to get there. You know, from the moments of glory, of competition, to being the most badass guy on the mountain.
Broke my bottle. Just like snowboarding or skateboarding, it's like you can build like the most amazing relationships with people, and it's like there's so much more to it than just like the act of it. It's hard to put into words.
Out here in the BC, there's a few things that you're gonna need to worry about. One of them being exposure. Opportunity to come into my natural habitat, you know?
Met step downs, first day.
Love step downs.
So pumped too, man.
Yeah.
Ragdolling.
Avalanche.
I mean, we're stepping it up now from Gigi and Nicolas. They have no idea what's going on in the backcountry. I mean, look at this.
It looks like a quarter pipe.
That's what we're trying to go for, quarter pipes in the pole. I really don't want to first at this one.
No, me neither.
Yeah. Okay, all man first.
Okay.
You ready?
1, 2.
Oh, come on!
Now we've been running.
God damn it.
3, 2, 1. Another reason why I love snowboarding is because if I really think about it, it's like you have to be in the moment.
Fuck, you're so sick though.
It's like you're out there enjoying yourself, living in the moment, and that's true freedom, you know?
In the gondola the other day, I was like, there was this girl that said, I really want to learn a backflip today, but damn, the park is icy. And so in my head I'm thinking, should I say something? Like, I found this hit over there that's perfect for, I just did a backflip. I was like, you know, it's so easy to find friends and like to connect, it's crazy. Try to tell people what I see, what you see, and you know, like, it's really easy. You don't have to have this man-made thing here. You can just use your creativity.
Snowboarding is like a next level kind of sport. You fly down the mountains, you know, and you can go, I can go there, I can do that. It's like, there is no like field or like 45 minutes or about score. It's just like so much more.
I don't like when people say you're so lucky. Like, I'm not lucky. Like, I built this for myself, you know? Anyone can do it.
Every day you do it, every day you learn a new trick, every day you find a new run. It's like, I mean, there's nothing better than that. And if you work hard enough at what you truly care about and what you truly believe in, then you'll be rewarded.
I had the big dream, you know, that I followed. Just took it step by step, and it was times where people from left and right, teachers, like, you can't do this, you're never gonna be able to support a family like that, you're gonna end up in the factory. You have to be like this, you have to do that, you know what? I don't have to do anything. What makes me happy? Snowboarding makes me happy. I can't promise anything to anybody, but I'll tell you this, if we go snowboarding together, at the end of the day, we're satisfied, we have a big smile on our face, and we can just say, that was amazing.